So we discussed this concept of financial dimension sets where we built financial dimension sets and then we generated the balances. So after generating the balances, generating the balance for the financial dimension set, we have went into trial balance to track the balances. So I'm here in MRF. I'll go to trial balance. Where is trial balance?
General ledger.
General ledger, inquiries and reports, trial balance.
Yeah, trial balance is an inquiry, so it will be under inquiries and reports. So understand the basic construction of the module. So always you will have process activities in the first place or the master data in the first place. Then the configurations are always under setup menu. Okay, here we have ledger setup, journal setup, and posting setup, three different setups. Here in general ledger. Whereas it comes to accounts payable and accounts receivable, we will have different. Setup and payment setup, charges setup will have under setup. So configurations will be always under setup, kind of, mostly. And except general ledger, because in general ledger it is vast and there are different areas where we configure. Whereas coming to other modules, mostly configuration will be under setup. Okay, then we have second menu always called inquiries and reports. So inquiries and reports will always hold the first we'll have inquiries and later we will have certain reports related to them. Related to that particular module or the data that is posted in that particular module. So then we have some periodic tasks in each module. Then mostly that will be the menu. So process activities we'll have. Then we'll have inquiries and reports and we'll have setup. So these are the few menus that you have to remember. Then, so we were discussing this financial dimension sets. So in trial balance, we will add this financial dimension set and fetch some balances for the particular period in a trial balance. So in trial balance, as I told you, you can run the trial balance from any date to any date, but within one fiscal year. Okay, you can't select the starting date of last fiscal year and ending date of this fiscal year, and that will not work. So the date should be within the fiscal year or the date range that you select. Okay, so I'm selecting 1st of January 2021 to 31st December 2021 since we are following January to December calendar here in this legal entity. Okay, here we can select the financial dimension set. Why Siva is saying today class is not there? Why is it? So let me add him. Sorry. Siva. Siva Kumar. Isn't Siva Kumar in the class already? Sorry, guys, just a second. Let's see it. I think he missed the call. Sorry for that. Then yeah, we have constructed few dimension sets. You see here, MRF. Let me mute you. Right. So MRF main account plus cost center we have created, main account plus location and department we created, main account plus only location we have created. We have created 3 dimension sets and then we have clicked on that build values and that automatically build values for that particular dimension set. So suppose now if I go for this main account plus cost center, if I click on calculate balances, I can see the balances in main account plus cost center combination. So here we go. Mostly we did not use cost centers actually. We did not use it at all, I think so. Didn't we use at least one cost center? No. So let me see for this cost main account plus location. Okay, calculate balances. Here we have main account, only main account balance, then main account plus location value combination balances we have. So for each main account, again, we have the same kind of construction. So if you want to track balances for only one main account, what will we do? Anyone? Or I want balances of only one location. So what will I do, or what can I do?
I will go to location and I will filter as the required location.
Okay, I'm going to location and filter the Hyderabad location, which is of 100 value. Okay, 1 second. It's taking some time. So 100, apply. Here you can see. So within the list of main accounts, I want to see only the revenue accounts. Then
Begins with 4.
okay, revenue. We know that revenue accounts begins with 4, so we will filter the revenue account. I mean, I'll give the condition as begins with and select 4, and I have 2 accounts: business revenue and sales revenue, and this is the amount that I earned from Hyderabad location for January to December. Here, it's easy to track. The same way, I'll go back again to financial dimension sets where we have constructed dimension sets, where I feel like we missed few points there. Let us see. So how can I check financial dimension sets? What is the navigation other than Sairam? Anyone?
Chart of accounts,
Okay, general ledger, chart of accounts, and
dimensions,
dimensions and
under financial dimension.
financial dimension sets we have. Under dimensions, within dimensions, we have financial dimension sets. So if I click on this, I can see what we have configured already. So going for MRF, where did we configure them? So they are here, MRF location, main account plus location. So generally, when we create any financial dimension set, we'll get that option called create balances. So what happens when we click on create balances? It will run a batch job and it will create the balances for that particular combination. For main account plus location or main account plus location and department for all the combinations. We also have few other options here: rebuild balances, update balances, clear balances, like that. So you can rebuild the balances, which means, so generally when we create balances for this dimension set, the balances will be saved in a temporary table for that particular dimension, financial dimension set combination. The balances will be saved in a backend table. It's a temporary table. If I click on rebuild balances, system will erase those balances in that backend table and it will again build or create new balances according to that particular date. Okay. You can also go for update balances. So rebuild means it will build from scratch. Update balances means it generally updates the new transactions quickly into the combination. So that's what update balances do. So mostly it's 2 steps process. Actually, when you want to apply financial dimension set to any trial balance, first come here, update the balances, then go and apply it. And then in case if system did not refresh any balances, here this is one option. System usually does refresh all the balances, but in case if it does not, and if you want to be sure that every balance is updated for that particular date, first come here, select the dimension set, click on update balances. So it will take some time and it will update balances. Then go to trial balance and select this dimension set and use it. Then it will give you accurate balances. Okay. You can also use this option clear balances. It will generally clear the balances that are saved in the temporary table. That's all. Then again, you have to rebuild the balances if you want to check it. So you can also use this option in case if you feel like the balances shown are wrong, or if you want to delete everything and rebuild the balances, then you can use this option, clear balances. So mostly the inquiries team or the backend team will, I mean, not backend team. So in the users, they'll prepare reports, right? So those kind of users team will, or the reports team will access this page mostly. I mean, the trial balance page and go for the balances. That's the few options we have here. And that would be the end to financial dimension sets. Do practice well and let me know if you have any doubts until here. Clear, guys? Anything else in this topic? If you want anything else, just let me know. Other than this, did we miss any topic here? Yes, this one. Yeah. Okay, and this few we have. Okay, today let us just discuss this topic, which is very, very, very important. Mostly in interviews, they will definitely ask this question. Advanced rules. Okay. So advanced rules. Advanced rules, whatever we call. You see, structures. Advanced rules. See, advanced rules or advanced rule structures or advanced structures. Anything they'll ask in interview or by any name. Mostly they don't remember names, so they can ask it by any name. Or advanced account structure, they can also ask in that way. Advanced account structures, or mostly the common name is advanced rules. So remember this one, advanced rules. What is advanced rules and why they are used, we will discuss now. Actually, this topic has to be discussed once after completion of account structure and posting some entries. But somehow I want you to be more I want you people to get a good hands-on the transactions posting, so that it will be better if you understand it then. Okay, and also if you understand the structure of, construction of account structure properly, then it will be easy. Okay, so does anybody know what is advanced rules in Dynamics? Any one of you?
Overriding rules.
Okay, overriding rules, not overriding rules actually. Not only for overriding. Some part is correct. Okay. Anyone else?
I mean, if we want to get the data for more than 11 segments, this advanced rules will help us.
Okay. If you want to add more than 10 financial dimensions, yes. 1 point. Agree.
While preparing an account structure, if you want to maintain, I mean, if you want to give the account, I mean, if you want to maintain individual accounts,
Okay, I got your point.
yeah,
If you want to maintain specific conditions for individual accounts or a group of
yes,
accounts, you can
yes,
use advanced rules.
yes.
Okay. One more correct point. So what kind of conditions we give separately for individual accounts?
Might be a different dimension value for
Okay,
that specific main account.
okay. Might be a particular dimension
Yeah,
value
for
or
example, if we create an account structure for B&L, I mean balance sheet items, but if we want to maintain a specific dimension value for that main account, we will use that advanced rule.
okay, perfect. So let me come to the point. Whatever Sushila said is right. What Vamsi told is also right. What Sairam said is also the adding point. I'll tell you. So advanced rules are mainly used for 3 different purposes. Okay. So the first purpose is when I'll tell it in simple terms. When a particular dimension value or group of dimension values has to follow a main account or group of main accounts. Main account can also be called as ledger account. Okay, you can call it anything, main account or ledger account. So for that we will use advanced rules. First point. So when you are doing any transaction, if you want a specific dimension value to follow a specific main account, then I can use advanced rules, or I can say suppose at least 2-3 values. Only those 2-3 values should be available whenever I do transactions with one particular account. Suppose cash account. Whenever I do transactions with cash account, cash account should be always followed by finance department. I can give a condition like that. So that whenever users do any transactions using cash account, always finance department will automatically add up to cash account. So while we are doing we are doing transactions, we know, right? We'll give account plus dimension value. So for in the department place, finance department value will automatically pick up when we use cash account. No user can override it or can't change it while doing transaction. So if you want to post transaction using cash account, he should always use finance department only. If you use other department, system will not allow. Or if you want to leave that department, system will not allow. You should definitely use it. So that is a kind of condition we can give for particular main account or a group of main accounts. Suppose I say for all the asset accounts or within assets for all the inventory accounts, I can give a series where from where it starts and where it ends. So for this set of accounts, I need a condition that only one dimension value or one or two dimension values should be used. So user can select, if I select one or two dimension values, user can select any one of the dimension value while posting transaction or while creating transaction. Other than that too, he cannot select anything. Okay, he will have a choice in that too. But if I select only one dimension value in the advanced rule, then he have to particularly select that dimension value only. He can't select anything else. Okay, if it is more than one, then he will have a choice in that particular amount of dimension values that you selected in the advanced rule. So this is one main purpose why we use advanced rules. Second purpose is when a particular dimension, okay, it is up to here, it is same. Okay, when a particular dimension value or group of dimension values has to follow another dimension value strictly. This is the second point. Suppose that I am using any main account, but whenever I use main account plus Hyderabad combination, I should definitely get sales and marketing department only, or I should definitely get cost center number one only. Without cost center one or without giving cost center one or by selecting any other cost center, I cannot post any transaction. Whenever I select Hyderabad location, I should definitely use cost center only. That is my condition. Okay. Here you can use any main account, but I gave condition to the dimension value. Dimension value should be followed by another dimension value. That is the condition. Whenever I use Hyderabad location, cost center 1 is the applicable value, or I can use only cost center 1 as the cost center value, dimension value for the transaction. So that's the kind of condition we give. Third is what Vamsi said previously. If we want to use more than 10 financial dimensions. Why do we have this point? Anyone other than Vamsi?
Because we can't have more than 15. I mean, this is what like
15?
we have discussed.
15?
15 dimensional values. We can't have more, including our main account. We can't have more than 15 dimensional values.
Okay.
A
Is
value-
Bala? 1 second.
Yeah.
Guys, is Bala correct with the number? Do we have any other number? Anyone?
15 only. 15 only.
15 only is also Sushila. Other than 15, anyone?
No.
No? Sairam? Vamsi? Guys, you can mute yourself.
But it is not financial dimension values, right? It is financial dimensions.
For financial dimension values, we don't have any limit. I told many times.
Yes,
Okay,
we don't have any limit.
But to maintain financial dimensions within an account structure, we have a number. It supports only one particular number of dimensions. So along with main account, it will be, along with main account, it will be one number. So what is that number? Or excluding main account? So tell me. Okay, Naveen Nani is saying that only 10. 10 what?
10 J, 10.
So what do we generally have in account account structure. Main account is one segment and dimensions are also called as segments only. So how many segments can a account structure accept? As I stressed and told you many times, this fun, this is very important. If you can't answer this, then you will, I mean, your entry will be a failure, but definitely. Okay. So remember again, I'm telling you, it is 11. Okay. One is main account, 10 financial dimensions. One main account is definite. Definitely they will have one main account. So other than main account, we can only accommodate 10 financial dimensions or 10 segments within the account structure. Okay. Within the account structure line, we can only give totally 11 segments. One will be booked for main account and 10 will be for other financial dimensions if there are any. Okay, I clearly wrote it here, 10 financial dimensions. That's okay. But remember that only 11 segments, out of which one is main account, other 10 are financial dimensions. It's the most that an account structure line can accommodate. So what if I want more than 10 financial dimensions? In case I want cost, I am using cost center, department, locations, I mean sales center, most customer, vendor, I'm using all dimensions. So it crossed more than 10 and now it became suppose 11 or 12. So in that case, guys, you can mute yourself, please. I think it's with Bala. I'm muting him. Okay. Right. Thanks. Okay. So if you want anything more than 10, I mean, a main account plus 10 financial dimensions, and if you want anything more than 10 financial dimensions, then you can use an advanced rule structure for the same. So you can give the advanced rule, I mean the financial dimension, new financial dimension applicable for the whole account structure, or you can also give it it is applicable for sub individual account structure, or I mean individual accounts or group of accounts, anything. Suppose that I have a financial dimension called as customer. Okay. So within that I have 100 values. Suppose I have 100 customers, 100 values. Okay. So this account for me is only applicable to two accounts. This financial dimension, which is having 100 values within the financial dimension, is applicable to only two main accounts. I want it only for two main accounts, that is accounts receivable domestic and accounts receivable vendors. Sorry, accounts receivable domestic and accounts receivable foreign. Two accounts. So for these two accounts receivable accounts, I want customer financial dimension to be added. So whenever they do any transaction using these two main accounts or anything related to them, then customer financial dimension should be applicable. So that's my condition. So I can give the same. I can give the same to that particular main accounts. So only two main accounts. For rest of the main accounts, this customer financial dimension will not be applicable. So this I can achieve through advanced rules. Okay. So this is very important to understand these three purposes of advanced rules, because when client comes up with questions, they will definitely comes up with situations where they want specific financial dimensions or specific cost center values or specific business unit values for specific main accounts. So this can be achieved only through advanced rules. At least definitely in any client will ask for advanced rules, or you have to have a good idea about advanced rules so that you can face your interview as well as you can apply the same that you learned here in business or in the project. Okay, so is this three clear for all of you? If it is clear theoretically, we can go and construct advanced rules, apply and try it practically. Let me know if you have any doubts in this three, all of you. Sairam Shankar.
ఫైనాన్షియల్ డైమెన్షన్స్ 15 ఉంటాయి కదా.
11.
ఓకే.
So did I told 15?
ఇనిషియల్లీ 15 అన్నట్టు చెప్పినట్టు నాకు అదే గుర్తుంది ఇనిషియల్ గా.
You can refer the video. I should have definitely told you 11 only.
యాక్చువల్లీ
11
అప్పుడు సిస్టమ్ స్లో అవుతుంది. సో అట్ దట్ టైమ్ వి షుడ్ యూజ్ అని చెప్పారు. సో
I told that
ఎక్కువ
in account structure you can accommodate 11 segments. So the most I
Okay.
have seen that client is using is 15, and in Microsoft project when I worked, somebody who is using more than 15, system slows down when you post any transactions.
ఓకే.
That's what I told.
Okay,
Right?
okay.
So in account structure, it supports only 10 financial dimensions. That client is using five more financial dimensions using advanced rules. Okay, that's 15. If that limit 15 crosses, then there will be some slowness in the system. That slowness will be anyway be fixed by Microsoft team. By the reporting. If somebody reports or most of the customers report, they will fix it in the next version or the later versions, or they will say that there is a limit, and they will also say that this is the only performance we expect when you have huge number of financial dimensions. You have to bear it or you have to reduce the dimensions. That's what Microsoft says. Okay,
Okay.
so regarding performance issues, I think I told you that 15 financial, more than 15 if you use, system slows down. But coming to the account structure point of view, it only accommodates 11 segments. Again, I'm repeating, it only accommodates 11 segments, one main account, and remaining 10. What is remaining 10?
Financial dimensions.
Yeah, remaining 10 are financial dimensions. Okay. Right then. So let us see how these three of them work, or these three conditions or purposes, how we can meet them or how we can configure and meet them. Okay, I'll explain you with examples, as well as it takes some time for activation of account structure if we create advanced rules and assign to the account structure main accounts. Okay, that's okay, we will see that too. Right then. So I'm going in to configure a advanced rule first. So how to configure? I'll go with an example first. So I'll first explain the example and I'll go with that example. Okay. So I have an account called petty cash account. Okay. For this petty cash account, whenever I use it, I should always get the department value as finance. Okay. In department we have values, right? Finance, HR, sales and marketing, and operations or production, something we have four department values we have. So whenever I use petty cash account for any transaction, I should definitely get finance department value only. So this is my condition. Understood? So in which of these three conditions does it fall into?
Can you repeat the question?
So whenever I use petty cash account, I should get department value as finance only finance. So in this,
yeah, explain.
in these three we have discussed, right? So to which one of them it falls into? This example falls into which one of the situations?
First one.
Okay, first one. Perfect. Then I have another condition. So whenever I use Hyderabad dimension value, okay, we have location value, right? So whenever I use location as Hyderabad, I should get cost center as cost center number 1, CC1, or what do we have? So CC1, suppose cost center number 1 I should get whenever I use Hyderabad location. Okay, so to which condition does it falls to?
Second condition.
So second condition, correct. Then I want to use another dimension other than what we have in the what are the three dimensions we have? Location, department, and cost center. Okay, only for my asset accounts. Okay, only for my asset account that starts with 1 series. Okay, that starts and ends with 1 series. Only for my asset accounts, I want another financial dimension. Okay, I'll call it only for asset accounts that starts with 1 series. I want specific financial dimension, not values. Okay, I can use any value in that dimension, but I want that specific financial dimension completely. So that financial dimension I want is, let me go for customers. Let's just see if we have any value in the customers or not. But however, I'll use customers. Okay, or any other, we'll change it later. So this condition will falls into the third situation. Okay, assume that we have more than 10 financial dimensions, or in case if we don't have more than 10 also, if I want it specifically for some accounts, then we can create advanced rules. No problem. You don't have to add them in the account structure. No need. You can create it in the advanced rule. I'll show you that how we can do it. So let's go with the construction of three of them. Okay. So first of all, I'll show you how we can create a advanced rule structure. Then we can go and add it to the account structure. Okay. So it is two parts. First, we have to configure the advanced rule structure. Then we have to go and add it to the account structure, whatever the account structure where these accounts exist. Okay. For that, for configuration of advanced rule structure, I'm going into general ledger. Within general ledger, again chart of accounts. Here I have chart of accounts, right? Let me close all these menus for you first to simply make you understand. Okay, 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 okay. 1 second, let me duplicate this tab. So here within general ledger, I have chart of accounts. So within chart of accounts, I have structures, and within structures, I have advanced rule structures. General ledger, chart of accounts, structures, and previously we used this to configure account structures. I hope you remember. Today we are discussing this one, advanced rule structure, and how to configure advanced rule structures. Okay. Here I click on advanced rule structure. Write down the navigation. Okay. General ledger, chart of accounts, structures, and advanced rule structures. Click on advanced rule structures. Here I have few advanced rule structures, which most of them are active and few are in draft status. That's okay. We can create our own advanced rule structure for our purpose. So for first example, which we are discussing, I want only finance department value, right? So I'll create an advanced rule only for finance department value. So for what is the finance department value, how we can see what is the value for finance department or the number for finance department. I want to see the number code for finance department. How can I see it? What is the easiest way? Number code, guys, like for Hyderabad we have 100, for Bangalore we have 101. It's in the same way.
General,
How can we check what is the number for finance department? Anyone?
general ledger, we can go through, I mean, we can see that in the.
Can we see in trial balance?
No. So what are we discussing about? What is my question? Can somebody repeat what is my question?
To see financial dimensional values, I mean,
Values. To see the unique code of financial dimension value. So where do we find financial dimension values?
In financial dimensions.
Under financial dimensions. Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Then where do we find financial dimensions?
General ledger and a financial, I mean dimensions. Under dimensions, there is a financial element.
Okay. General ledger. Chart of accounts.
Chart of accounts, dimensions,
Financial.
financial dimensions.
That's all, guys. Financial dimension values will be under financial dimensions only.
Yes, I think there's a path actually. So I am thinking that is there any path to navigate other
This
than
is the only
this?
path we have.
Okay.
Then I'm going for dimension values. Okay, we can check dimension values only when we find the dimension that we are looking for. I'm going to check for MRF. Okay, under MRF I have 3. So to easily track them, I gave name as MRF. So if I go to location, I can see location values here, dimension values. Okay, but my condition is that I need department, right? Here, finance department. So let us go and see the value for finance department. Oops. Here, close this, go back, department. What's wrong? I did not click on anything. Okay, lost it. MRF department, dimension values. So what is the finance department value? 200, right? Perfect. Then to create advanced rule structures, again I'm going here, general ledger structures, advanced rule structures. So within this, I'll create a
JP,
new advanced rule structure. Yeah,
you are asking any shortcut to get the unique code. What was the shortcut? Oh, this is the only way.
we have a lot of ways, but this is the perfect way that you have to follow.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. This is not a shortcut. We are whatever you are created. We are going through that process only, right? That's why I'm
that
asking.
process only. Yes, you have to follow that process only. Okay,
Okay.
shortcut will be this search option we have, financial dimensions, financial dimension value space. Here you can search it. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
if you type and search it, you will get it. Takes a while actually, or else you can type it in the normal front page in the front interface, so you can see it now. I mean, it's gone. Sorry, it's gone. Actually, you will get the menu here. You can see kind of this kind of menu will get once you type financial dimensions here. Okay, that's one shortcut, but always learn navigations. Okay, it's not so tough. We only have 4 steps to follow. Perfect. Then we will create advanced rules here in this advanced rules page, general ledger, chart of accounts, structures and advanced rule structures. As you can see the navigation here in the top. Okay, so click on new to create an advanced rule structure. Just give a name for it. So what is the purpose of our advanced rule? I can give that name, same name. So petty cash and finance department, right? So I'll just give the same petty cash finance. Okay. Just for example's sake, okay, we can give any names as you wish or convenient names according to the situation. Just click OK. Here, once I click on OK, more or less it looks like account structure only. Okay, do not get confused. So you can add segment here. It will be empty. It won't bring a main account directly like in a account structure, but here you can add whatever the segment you want. For me, if I want to add, what is the segment that I want to add according to my example here?
Finance will be the segment.
Finance is the dimension value.
Sorry, department will be the segment.
Okay, right. So since I want to add the finance value, finance will be under departments, right? So department is my segment. If I click on add segment here, I can see that segments here, the dimensions, financial dimensions. So within this MRF department is my financial dimension that I have to select. So within that I will select another value. Okay, here I am selecting this and select on add segment. So I can see star mark here. So what is the meaning of this star mark? Anyone?
All values are
All
valid.
are valid.
All values are valid. Any value that I have under financial dimension department, I can assign it. Okay. If at all I want, I mean blank value also, then
You have to go down. You have to allow.
go down. Just click on this one.
Yeah.
Blank values are allowed, and it will bring this symbol. Okay. If at all I want only one specific value, as in my example, I want only finance department, right? I don't want other department. Then what to do? What to do now?
We have to give that number as a particular particular value. If you want to select, if you want to have that value, we have to select that.
Then I remove this. So I know that finance department value is 200, right? So I'll give the same value here, 200. Perfect. Only 200, which means I only need this finance value. So it is configured, done. Guys, you can also add as many segments as you want. You can add department plus location. You can add if I want this 200 plus, I mean department is 200, cost center should be cost center 1, suppose. Then I can add another segment here. That's how it works. I'll show you it in another example. Okay, don't worry. So for now I am using department. Department is 200. Okay. Then I can validate this and activate. There is no point of validation. We selected a simple condition. We only have one thing with one line as well as only one condition that does not overlap to each other. So I can simply activate this one. Click on activate. It will slowly get activated. So here if you want in batch processing, it will run in the batch processing. If you want it on the screen, you can say run it on the screen. Just click on activate on the screen. So even though if I clicked on the screen, it directly take me to batch job only. So now it is in activating status. It will take some time and it will become active. Okay, here I have here, it is here activating. Okay. So this is one way of configuring an advanced rule structure. It's a very simple advanced rule structure that we have configured. Just create a new, give a name. In the add segment, since we want only one dimension value, finance department value, I've selected MRF department as the segment, and within that I gave the unique value. So I got that unique value from this navigation, which I asked you previously. 200 we have, right? So 200 is the finance department. So I gave it here. Then the next step is later I will go and add this to petty cash account. In my account structure, I will link it for petty cash account. Okay, when I use that particular account, I'll always get this dimension value only. So that adding part we will see in the next. After configuring these 3 examples, we will see how we can link them to advanced structure. Account structure, or to the accounts in the account structure, or the two other dimension values in the account structure. We will see that then. Okay. Then I'll use one more, this one, cost center one. Okay. So if I want to create a advanced rule for cost center one, okay, advanced rule structure, how can I create? Just try to guide or navigate me. So this is active now. Okay. I want to create one more. Help me, guys.
Click on new.
Okay. Click on new. I'll generally give it as CC1 as the name. Okay. Cost center 1. CC1. Okay. So I think it's with that name we already have one. Okay. Let us go for this cost center 1. Okay. Detail name. Created. Now what?
Add segment.
Click on add segment. Okay.
Select the cost center financial
MRF.
dimension.
MRF
Cost center.
Added here. Okay. Then
If you want for a particular dimension value, we have to give the value, or else remain here.
so for us, we need only cost center number 1. So I am going for cost center. I'm going for dimension values. Okay, what is the dimension value of cost center 1? It is CC/1. I can select the same here. Copied it. Going to advanced rule, I'll remove the star and I'll give that CC1. Perfect. Then I can activate it. So whenever a user use this advanced rule, we will assign this to Hyderabad location actually. We'll go to account structure, we will link it to Hyderabad location. So whenever they use Hyderabad location in the combination of any main account, they should definitely get cost center 1 as a follow-up cost center for that transaction. Okay, that is my condition. That is the same example we have discussed previously. We'll try to apply this also. We'll add this in the account structure for that Hyderabad location value. I'll show you how to add it. So these are the primary steps. Okay. So now this is also this is getting activated. Okay. This is activating and this is active already. So not this one. Petty cash finance here we have. This one is active. Now I'll create one more. Okay. For I said right, for asset accounts. Only for asset accounts I need customer dimension. Only for asset accounts I need customer dimension. So I can give it here. Assets customer, control A C. Yep. Copy paste. Done. Here I have. So let me go and search if I have this segment customers. Customer, here I have customer. Okay. I'll just add this customer here. I want all values, guys. This is an additional financial dimension that I'm using where I want to use all the values. So let me see if there are any values in the customers or not at least. Customer is here. Go to dimension values. Right, we have few values. Okay. So belonging to different legal entities, no problem. But still we have some values in the customers. Okay. I am using this customer financial dimension value. This I'm not using any specific, customer financial dimension I'm not using any specific value. Then I can use any of them. I'm giving star here. I can use any of the customer value, but I should definitely use one. 1 second, guys. 1 second, please. Sorry for that. Okay. So this is my condition that I want to use customer dimension values. All the dimension values within the customer dimension. The thing is, guys, for the previous two advanced rules we have created, I have selected a specific value from the financial dimensions that are already there in the account structure. Okay, here, if you have noticed, this is an account. This is a financial dimension which we do not have in our account structures. We are separately adding it, assuming that we have more than 10. This is the 11th dimension. We are adding it for a set of accounts, or we can also add it for complete accounts in the account structure, for all the profit and loss accounts, or for all the assets and liabilities, or for all the balance sheet accounts you can add. But here my agenda is to add it only for specific main accounts, that to only asset account that starts with one series and ends with one series. Okay, that is why I'm selecting a new financial dimension which is not there in the account structure, and I'm selecting all the values are accepted. Empty value is not accepted. That's my condition. Okay, all the values except the empty value. Then I'll also activate this one. Activate this. So it will take a while to get activated. So other two are active, as I can see. Cost center one, this one is still activating. Okay, but this one is active. Petty cash finance department. Okay. Takes a while to get activated. So once it is activated, we can use the same in the account structure. So since I have this activated already, let's go and use this. This one, petty cash and finance. Okay, let's go and use it in our account structure. Okay, so this is the first step to create any advanced rule. First, you have to define the condition advanced rule, what value you have to use or how many values you want to use. Suppose that in this example, I want to use two values. Then what I want to do, what I can do here, I want to use 200 and 201. Anyone, guys?
And symbol.
Between.
Okay. Then I can use conditions here, or I can give normal and symbol here. Both of them will work. Okay, I can give 200 ... and 201 I can give. 200 to 201, we will have only two values, right? If I want more, 200 to 202, 200 and 201 and 202 will be available for selection. So in the same way, you can select as many values you want. And for unsymbol, we have this double semicolon, I guess, full stop and comma, which is above and under the keyboard beside L symbol, beside L we have this symbol mostly. We can use that if you want. I mean, if you want multiple values, you can use that. Here I want only one value, right? So I'm using only one. So let us see if these two are also activated. Yeah, so now you can see all of them are active. Cost center 1 is active. Petty cash and finance is active, as well as the last one what we have created. Assets and customer, right? This one. So this is also active. All the three are active now. So the thing is that you have to definitely active them. They should be in active status. If you have edit it, it will again go back to draft status, and again you have to activate it. Okay. Now three of them are in active status. The next step that we are going to do is going and linking them to the account structure. So here I go in this page, I'll go to account structure, general ledger, chart of accounts, structures, configure account structures. We can see it here. So under configure account structures, we have two account structures for MRF legal entity, one for profit and loss, one for balance sheet, right? So first condition, what is our first example? To the petty cash account, we have to give finance department, right? So petty cash account is in which account structure?
Balance sheet item, balance sheet account structure.
Petty cash is a asset, so it will be in balance sheet account structure here. So I want to give for that particular account, I want to give the condition, this advanced rule, only department value should be finance department. So in that case, I can go to the account structure here, click on it, open it. So here I have the option called as advanced rules. So anyway, you have to edit it if you want to add any advanced rule. So just click on edit here. Once you edit it, the status will change from active to draft. Okay, under draft, I mean here I can click on advanced rules. Click on advanced rules. I can add advanced rules here. So I'll show you once again. We are in the account structure page. I edited the account structure. Now it is in draft status. So once after editing it, you can click on advanced rules. So if you want to only check the advanced rules, not to make any changes, then no need to click on edit. You can go and click on advanced rules and check what are the rules you have. Okay, if you click on edit, it will go to draft and users cannot post any transactions until and unless it is activated once again. Okay, so whenever you have to make any changes, make sure that no users will be affected. So normally in business perspective, in your demo environment, you can, because you are the only one who uses it, right? So you can edit anytime. Now it is in draft status. Here I click on advanced rules and I can add advanced rules here. So I'll show you how to add advanced rules to the three rules that we have created, right? So how to add them to particular criteria. Criteria means here my criteria is only to petty cash account. I need this first rule that we created. So I'll add it to only petty cash account. So how to do that, we'll see. Okay. Here I'm going, click on if. Once I click on if, I'll get here the same kind of name, advanced rule and all. I'll give the same name. Okay. Petty cash fin. I can give any name, but I just give the same name, petty cash and fin. Okay. Click on create. So it is created. In this creation, I see two. One is criteria, second is advanced rule. So I'll get the name normally. So the status is also in draft anyway. When you activate the account structure, automatically this will also get activated here. Okay. Here I gave a name. Okay, until here. But my criteria is that I want it only for petty cash account, right? So in criteria, I'll select petty cash account. Here I can click on add criteria. If I click on add criteria, I can select either a main account or financial dimension. Anything I can select. In this account structure, I only have two financial dimensions. For our balance sheet account structure, we don't have cost center, right? So it shows main account plus location plus department. Anything you can select. Any one you can select. Sorry, I'm selecting main account. So under main account, for which account or for what all accounts you want this particular condition. So what is our agenda? Only for petty cash account, isn't
Only
that?
for petty cash.
Okay, if it is only for petty cash account, I have to enter the petty cash account number here. main account is 1,01,000. Suppose I think 1,01,000 is the petty cash account, right? I can add it here. If I want a group of accounts, suppose, or if I want a group of accounts from one series completely, then I can change this one. Begins with, suppose if I say begins with, whatever that begins with 1 means the main account, any main account that begins with 1 means all the asset accounts. So this is how we can give, right? Or I can give is between and includes to. Is between and includes means our first asset account starts from 1 lakh, final asset account starts ends with 1,99,999, like this. Main account. So I can give any main account or any group of main accounts or set of main accounts here. May again remember it only works with series. You can't randomly give any main account. Like if you want for 1 lakh account, 1,05,000 account, 1,07,000 account, you can't give it here because in the between accounts you don't need, right? So here if you give like this, it will select all the accounts which are in between from 1 lakh to 1,05,000 for all the 6 accounts. But if you want it specifically for 1 lakh and 1,05,000, you can only give 2 conditions. So here you can select is 1 lakh and again you have to create new advanced rule. Main account is 1,05,000 and you can give the same here. So for now I am selecting only petty cash here and I am adding that advanced rule structure we have created. What is the advanced rule structure we have created for this example? Petty cash and finance department, right? So I'm adding it here. Petty cash and finance department. Right, it is done now. I've selected the criteria. Criteria is that only for petty cash account I want this rule, which is finance department, right? Only MRF department. Within that we have selected finance department, right? So not this one, sorry. Petty cash account is 1 lakh. I'm so sorry. That is for cash account, okay? So petty cash account is 1 lakh. So for 1 lakh account I want finance department only. So I gave this advanced rules that we have created here. In the advanced rule structure we have created, right, this one. So that I have added here. First I have selected the criteria and I have added here. Right. Clear guys, any confusion in this?
Yeah,
Anyone?
can you please explain the criteria part?
Criteria part is to which all main accounts this is applicable, that you can select here. So as I told you, for in our example, we only need for our petty cash account, department should be finance. So department should be finance is this advanced structure, whatever that we have configured previously that says that department is finance. So system does not know to which account we have to apply it. So we have selected one account, petty cash account here. Main account is petty cash. So only for petty cash account, whenever we use it any transaction, department finance will automatically follow it. And users also cannot override it or change it or remove it. They have to definitely use that particular dimension value to post any transaction along with the combination of this petty cash account. If at all I need it for a group of accounts, suppose starting from 1 lakh to 1,50,000, I can give it like this, selecting different condition. Select between and includes to, and select 1 lakh to 1,50,000. So that for all those accounts, it will be applicable. Only finance department is applicable. Whenever I do any transaction using any of those accounts, I should definitely select finance department in the department value. Without that, user cannot post any transaction using those main accounts. So that is it. Got it, Sushila?
If we want to have with another specific account,
Then you
other
have to
than
create
petty
new
cash.
one.
Okay.
Just click on new. Just
Okay.
give another account number, whatever the account we have. Suppose let me check the main accounts numbers as well. So that it would be easy. We can create. So main accounts, bear some time guys, give me 10 more minutes or 15 minutes. We can finish this, or at least we can finish the configuration part. So I'm in general ledger, accounts and main accounts for MRF. So petty cash account is loading. Petty cash account is 1,02,000. I'm so sorry, it's not 1,01,000. So going to advanced rules, I'm sorry, I'm changing this to 1,02,000. Okay. Petty cash account here is 1,02,000 here in the main accounts. So Sushila's question is that I don't want to a series of accounts, but I want it for another unique account. Another account other than petty cash. So in that case, you have to select that account. Suppose I want it for this bills receivable account, which is 1,10,000. Here you can see, right, 1,10,000 account. So if I want to do it for this account, again I'll select it and I'll create new advanced rule here, just like this. Bills finance, I'll give the same name here, bills and finance, create one. So what is the criteria now? Here criteria is that bills receivable account only. So I'm selecting bills receivable account here. Here if we have selected only petty cash account, here I have selected bills receivable account. For this account also we want the same rule, only finance department rule. So I should have given this rule name as finance department other than petty cash and finance. That's okay. Here we have only finance department, right? In the department value, I'll add it here. So now I have two rules. So whenever I use these two accounts, either petty cash or either bills receivable account, what is there? I mean here bills receivable 1,10,000 account. If any of these two accounts, if I use it, I should definitely get department value as finance, right? Then let me go for this one, the third rule. So for all the asset accounts, I need customers financial dimension value, right? So any idea how we can do this? Anyone? My requirement is that for all the asset accounts that start with one series, okay, I should get customers dimension value, customers dimension, sorry, not dimension value. All the values in the customers can be selected, but I mean, we have created advanced rule already for customers.
Yeah.
So how we can define it here or add it here?
Create new.
Okay, new. Just give a name.
Yeah, asset customer.
Plus customer, okay. Then click on create. So what next?
Add new criteria.
Okay, add new criteria.
Main account. Okay. Main account as a customer. Okay, main account and I mean my customer account codes will be like, I mean customer dimension values we have to give and begin and ends with the condition. Here an operator.
No. So guys, our criteria is for one main account or a group of main accounts. Okay. Here in this example, number 3, our criteria is all asset accounts. So we have to select the criteria as asset accounts here. So for that, what can we do? Anyone?
Is between and includes.
Okay, select is between and includes, and then
We
what?
have to give asset.
1 lakh to 2 lakhs.
1 lakh to not 2 lakhs, 1,99,999.
1,99,000.
Okay. So asset value start from 1 lakh to and ends with 1,99,999, right? So I can give it like this, 1 lakh to 1,99,999. So this is my criteria for all the asset accounts that I'm selected here. I'll apply this rule, whatever rule I want. So I have created a rule, right? Asset and customer rule here. Only customer financial dimension, and within that we give star symbol, means all the values are accepted. So I'll add it here. If you want to see the condition in this, you can just click here. It will directly take you to the advanced rule you have created. So we have created customer and gave star symbol, right? So for all these accounts, whenever we use any of these asset accounts, we can select any of the customer value, but we should definitely select customer value because we gave only star symbol, means we should definitely select one. So that is the criteria. We can also use it like this, begins with 1. Okay, whenever an account that begins with 1, it is applicable, means only asset accounts will begin with 1, right? We all know that. So system also will know that whatever the account that begins with 1 main account, this rule will be applicable. So that's all. That's how we can configure the third rule. I mean, for the second one, for one specific dimension value, we have to give another dimension value to follow up, right? This is our condition. So here criteria will not be main account, criteria will be another. So we will also configure this and I'll show you quickly. Okay. Go on if. So Hyderabad plus cost center 1 is our agenda, right? Hyderabad plus cost center 1. Give the same here. I'll give the same here. So then here I have to select the criteria. Whenever I select Hyderabad dimension value in any transaction, I should see cost center value following it. So leave about the main account. I can use any main account in the account structure. In this account structure is having one series to 3 series, right? So any account in this 1 series to 3 series I use. Whenever I use Hyderabad value to them, then I should definitely get cost center 1 as a follow-up value. Okay. So that is my condition. So for that I will add criteria here. So my criteria is not main account. My criteria is Hyderabad. So I'll select location here. So location I select. So Hyderabad location value is 100, right? So I'll select 100. Location is 100. So which means like whenever I select Hyderabad value, I should definitely get this dimension value followed with cost center value. So I will add that advanced rule we have created. CC cost center 1 rule here I have, right? MRF cost center. I'll select that. So if I open this, I can see, right? CC1 we have configured already. So the condition here explains like for this criteria we have selected, this advanced rule structure will be applicable. The criteria we selected is Hyderabad value, only Hyderabad. Whenever I select location as Hyderabad, I should get cost center in the as a follow-up value. That is my condition. So I gave all the 3 conditions, or I have added all the 3 conditions here. One thing you have to remember is what is the criteria we need and what is the result we are looking for. So criteria we need for is here in this example criteria is we need Hyderabad. For Hyderabad dimension value, whenever we select in any transaction, we should get cost center 1 as a follow-up value. So for that sake I have created cost center 1 here. Suppose my thing is like for Hyderabad and Bangalore, both of them, then I'll select this one is between and includes. So Hyderabad is 100, right? For Bangalore it is 101. So either 100 or 101. If I use any value, I should get cost center as CC1 only. So I can give condition like this. If I want only Hyderabad, I can give it like this. Is Hyderabad. Again, you can add another criteria, main account criteria if you want, but you can add only one criteria once. Okay, either you can add location one. I mean, you can add 3 of them separately, but you can't add 2 main account criteria one at a time. Suppose that if I have created MRF location here, again I can't add MRF location. See, I can't see it. It's used once. So you can give condition here only. In the previous example where Sushila asked for main account 1 and another main account here only I can give. No, I can't give it. Only once I can select main account. The other time I can select what is the leftover dimensions what we have. I can select that only. Only department is left over, right? So I can select it as the criteria. I can also select dual criteria. When main account starts with 1 and location value is Hyderabad, for that main accounts only this is applicable. I can select it like this. For that I have to select main account in the top and location in the next actually. I'll show you that if you want to. So I'll just click new. So generally if I do this like this, it is applicable for all the I mean if I do it like this, it is applicable for all the main accounts in the account structure. For all the main accounts, when I select 100, I mean when I select the combination of Hyderabad location, then I should definitely get cost center as the follow-up value. That is my condition. Okay, in case if I want only for specific accounts, when I select Hyderabad location, I should get cost center. Then I can select it like this. I can select first main account criteria. I can select main account begins with I'll select suppose only for liability accounts that start with 2 series, right? We know all liabilities start with 2 series. So only for liability accounts, whenever I select location is Hyderabad, I should get cost center 1. So if I select like this, criteria as this and rule as this, Then for asset accounts, I will have liberty. This rule is not applicable for asset accounts. This rule is applicable only for the accounts that starts with 2 series. I can give double criteria also if I want. If I don't want, I can take it off. So only for Hyderabad location, I'll give. Only for Hyderabad location, cost center 1 will follow up. I can use any main account. I don't have criteria for main account. Okay. Then I'll go back and I'll activate this account structure. This is the main part. Once you add any advanced rules, you have to activate the account structure. So now I have a doubt after all configuring all these things. Okay. Suppose that we have gave this rule, right? Whenever I use Hyderabad location, cost center 1 will follow. I am using this account, business revenue account, which is 4 lakh. Okay, I am selecting Hyderabad location. So will cost center 1 follows Hyderabad location or not? Since our agenda is that only, we have created the rule already. But for this account, if I use Hyderabad location, will it follow or not? Cost center 1 will follow or not? Anyone?
Yes, Jay.
It will follow or not
Yes,
follow?
it will follow.
Okay. Anyone else have any other opinion? So I told you the agenda of this is that whenever we select Hyderabad value in the combination of all the accounts in that account structure, CC1 will follow, cost center 1 will follow. So suppose I'm selecting this account and Hyderabad value, and will cost center 1 follow or not? That is my question. So go back step by step, try to understand and answer the question once again. Anyone other than Vamsi? Vamsi
Sir,
said
it's not possible, sir.
it will not follow. Is what Shiva saying. Why it is not possible, Shiva?
If we given one segment of this number, no, sir, 4 lakhs. Uh, if you see the previous number, and we cannot give.
So you feel like if we did not give 4 lakhs as the segment criteria,
Yes.
but that's okay. If we
But
don't
we
give the
have CCN value is different, no, sir.
no Shiva, we gave it for Hyderabad location. So may it be any main account. For
Yeah.
whenever Hyderabad we use Hyderabad location, CC1 will follow. Okay, we don't have any criteria for main account. All the main accounts in the account structure will be selected, can be selected, and this rule is applicable to all the main accounts. Okay. Any other logic why you said no?
Another logic.
Anyone else?
మెయిన్ అకౌంట్ కి 2 సిరీస్ సెలెక్ట్ చేసాము.
మెయిన్ అకౌంట్ కి 2 సిరీస్ సెలెక్ట్ చేసావా? Is it
లైక్
right?
వన్స్ ఒక్కసారి క్వశ్చన్ రిపీట్ చేయరా?
So this is the advanced rule we have created.
యా.
Whenever we select Hyderabad location, we should get cost center 1 as a follow-up value. Okay. Then I did not give any criteria for main accounts. It will use all the main accounts in the account structure.
ఓకే.
Now I am selecting this particular account, revenue account, since main account
Okay.
selection is compulsory in a transaction. So
ఓకే.
I'm selecting Hyderabad as a combination value. So now will cost center 1 will follow this or not is my question.
Revenue account will be the P&L account, right?
Exactly.
Okay,
Revenue
then
account.
if we while creating the account structure of a P&L account, like P&L account structure, we don't have that financial dimension of cost center.
We have that financial dimension
Yeah.
actually, but
Okay.
half of what you said is right. So I have given this advanced rules only for balance sheet account structure. The account that I have told here is this one, revenue account is in P&L account.
P&L account is, yes.
So this advanced rules that we have given here are nowhere related to P&L. They are only applicable for balance sheet accounts. If I
Balance sheet
select criteria here also, it is applicable to balance sheet account structure only. or the set of accounts
Yeah.
that we have in balance sheet.
Okay, if we want to have that in P&L, so we have to click on P&L account structure and then go to advanced rules, right?
Yes, actually we
Okay.
have cost center value for financial dimension. I mean P&L account structure,
P&L,
all
okay,
that.
actually I didn't remember that, so I confused at that stage. Whether it have, whether balance sheet or P&L have or not. I got that actually, but I stuck there.
No problem. So this P&L account structure, we already have cost center value in this, for all the accounts. I'm sorry, 4 series is in this only. I am only confused then. So
So,
balance sheet account is
uh,
here itself. Sorry
okay.
guys, then it will follow definitely, as Vamsi said. Business revenue is in this one. Oh, okay, did we configure it in a different way? I don't know. I think we lost the pace maybe. Fine, that's okay. Then we have configured the rules, right? So let's see how it will work. Okay, just give me 5 more minutes. Okay. So first rule we have said is this one. Whenever we use petty cash account, department value should be finance. So here this is activated now. You can see, which means like you can use it. So for using it, I can normally go to general journals here. I'll show all the 3 examples at a time. So by the time it load, I'll tell you once again. So whenever we configure any advanced rule to any account structure, it is applicable to only those accounts that are there in the account structure. I was thinking like we only have 1 series to 3 series in the balance sheet, but somehow we have 1 series to 4 series. Okay, to only that 4 series accounts, it will be applicable, the advanced rule. It is not applicable for profit and loss accounts again. So now if I click on new here, I go for general journal and I click on lines. Okay. So according to my first condition, whenever I select petty cash account, finance department should be the only value that I can select in that department place. Okay, here I'm selecting the account here directly. Petty cash account only I'm selecting. Okay, here I have petty cash account. I can select any department, Hyderabad. But for location I can select Hyderabad, any location I can select. But for department, you see only I can say Hyderabad here. So that's the point of having advanced rule. Here I can only select finance department. If I go for anything else, suppose if I give 201 or something like that, if I give it here 201, if I save it, it will anyway throw error message. See here. Oh, I'm just saying blank is not allowed for customer combination. First message. Okay, then let us select customer value also. Customer. We don't have any customer values here. Show all customer values. I'm so sorry, we don't have any customer value. Damn. This is not fair. We saw the customer values, but no customer values applicable for this particular company. That is why it is not showing any. Fine, we'll see this part tomorrow then. We have to reconstruct or add some customer values to the customer financial dimension maybe. We'll do that tomorrow, okay? This part starting from here, the examples that we have done. So we'll discuss them once again, and we will try to find out the results, how the outcome of how this will work, okay? Until then, just try to understand the logics and try to understand how we can configure them, advanced rules, okay? Practice it until here. Tomorrow we'll see the applicability and the main results of this particular configuration that we have done today. Okay. So try to follow the video once again. This is, as I told you, is very important. So practice it until here and let me know if you have any doubts. I'm just pasting it here. Just stopping the recording until here.